Hey guys, this is Josh Fry. Welcome to my channel BG Games, where we explore different card interactions, gameplay, and mechanical uniquenesses in all kinds of games. Current kick is Vibes TCG. I will be streaming on Twitch every day at 6 a.m., except Sundays, because I like sleeping in, and also posting these on YouTube. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Come on, Rock. Scissors? Ew. I don't like scissors. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. We don't need two, that's overkill, but we got the card draw, we got the thing that survives it, and we got early pudge. Beautiful, guys. Beautiful start. Oh, that's glorious right there. Alright, yeah, so this is gonna be a good game. I'm gonna show you how the Yum Yum deck runs in theory. Alright, so we start winning. Hopefully we can get those guys out pretty quick. We can do some shenanigans. Heh, why would I ice one penguin when I can ice them all? Yeah. So many penguins to be iced for so little time. Guys, I need some friends. Please. Send some people to play this game early in the morning so I don't have to play against an AI the whole time. That's exactly what I need. I need a supportive friend who will play this game with me. Yeah, I mean, it could be decent for extra yellow pudge. Oh, but that right there is exactly what I want and need because... Okay, yeah, so literally I have all three pieces that, in theory, make the Yum Yum deck good. So, let's go through them real quick. If you weren't watching my video yesterday where I really poorly demonstrated this deck, where I never play Yum Yum. So, one, you got relics that still produce the pudge. However, it's a relic. Yum Yums don't ice relics, they ice penguins. So they will survive when you board wipe. You also have this guy, where I don't really care, you can win all you want. You have this guy, when this penguin is put into your ice from play, you may pick a yellow penguin card in your ice with vibe 2 or less and put it into your huddle. So essentially when you board wipe, you get a penguin back with this one. And then this guy, whenever another yellow penguin in your huddle is ice, draw a card. And so the idea here is, I'm going to have a bunch of permanents, my opponent's going to have a bunch of permanents. I'm going to destroy all of their permanents. I'm going to destroy most, but not all, of my permanents. I'm then going to get permanents back, and then I'm going to draw a bunch of cards. And so, kind of the ideal point to play Yum Yum is when they have 0 cards in hand, because then I can draw a bunch of cards and I can rebuild way faster than they can. Alright, so let's do you, and then you. Pass. I could Yum Yum now, but I want to wait until essentially the last possible moment to Yum Yum. Now, if I was against a green deck in real life in a competition, I might need to hedge a little bit. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is gorgeous, because I'm going to board wipe, and then I can use this to get this back. And then, this is like the most perfect setup ever. I do actually need to board wipe this turn though, so maybe I do this one. Let's see, I do 1, 2, 3. And count both. Yeah, I think that's actually the move here. Hold sharp. Okay. Yeah. So as you can see, he has 2 cards in hand. He's got 8 rods down, 6 penguins. So he's going to lose 6 penguins, and then he's only going to have 2 cards, 8 rods, so he's only going to have the possibility of 10 permanents, right? So I'm going to play Yum Yum. I'm going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to lose 5 penguins. I'm going to lose 1 less penguin. However, I keep these 2 permanents, so I'll have 7 rods, these 2 permanents, then I get a permanent back, so that'll put me at 10 permanents. And then I'm going to draw 1, 2, doesn't count itself, but they do count the opposite of each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 again. I'll draw 8 cards. So I'll have 10 cards and 10 permanents versus his 8 permanents and 2 cards. So you can just see how this deck, if played correctly at the right moment and all that stuff. Like I was saying, if he was running a mono green deck at an actual event and it didn't appear to be a starter deck, I might be worried about a counterspell. In which case, the play might have been something a little different. However, I know that he's running a green starter deck because I'm against an AI right now, and I don't think they have any counters in the green starter deck counterspell. So let's go to action time. Genuinely do not care what I flop because it does not matter. Everything's getting nice anyways. Alright, so let's see if I counted all that right. So at the end of this, he should have 8 permanents and 2 cards. I should have 10 cards. Well, I guess I just played Yum Yum. So 9 cards in hand and 10 permanents. Yep. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was about to say. Interesting. No, it's not. It's drawing me a bunch at once. Maybe it's just how they program the game, the trigger. It's interesting. What? Why is it letting me get my... Oh, because I never played the extrovert. Because I needed to board wipe immediately and I could wait the other turn. Okay, yeah. Normally, if I had a little more time, I would have played the extrovert, so I could have then got the extrovert back in the board wipe and then grown it huge during the rebuilding process. Alright, so let's just count real quick. So we got 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. So 8 and then 2, and then he just drew the extra 1. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11? I thought I counted 10. Huh? Oh, because that one came back. Yeah, okay. So 11. And then, yeah, right. And you can see, like, it's just crazy. And at this point, I have the resources to win on my turn, and he's going to be able to play, what, 1 or 2 penguins to stop me? This deck is just played, in the right way, right time, right order, all that jazz. Like, if you can just get it to line up, it goes so hard. So he's green starter, so I mean he could drop like a 10, the 10 vibe penguin, and if so he'd last another turn. But I mean I've got my extrovert out. The odds of him being able to pull ahead are very slim at this point. Okay, so yeah, see right here, he can last this turn. However, I'm just gonna ramp up so much faster because I have a ton of cards in hand, and I guess maybe we should look at that result first, because I just have a ton more cards in hand, and I'm just gonna get stuff done faster than he is with the resources that I have. Oh yeah, we're about to start bouncing a ton of stuff. Extrovert's gonna get freaking huge next turn. Yeah, this is game. But yeah, so there's the Yum Yum deck. This is like, obviously, so this is like the perfect scenario because I literally had all 3 cards that, do the thing that Yum Yum wants to do, and I had the Yum Yum in my opening hand. So I'm not going to play out like this, but this is a concept, right? Like, you want at least one of those, whether it's multiple relics, whether it's the penguin that whenever it gets iced, you get to return something, or one, or I had 2, which was insane, but at least one of these guys. And if you can just, get that gravy train rolling, it goes nuts. Okay, yeah, we're about to do a whole bunch of bouncing shenanigans. How big we can get this guy? And we got another Yum coming up. Or no, wait, that goes to the bottom, doesn't it? But it's funny enough. So many triggers, so little time. Oh, wait, I had another one in my head too? I could have got even... Oh well. We'll take a 19 extrovert penguin after a board wipe with 20 permanents. I mean, you can see, like, he's got 13 permanents, he's got one card in hand, and I just have this amount of resources. Like, this is an insane way to win. Like I said, crazy conditions happened for this to be pull off. But this is how the deck is designed to work. You're supposed to get at least one of those advantages, preferably 2 or 3 of those advantages stacked on each other. Play the Yum Yum, and then you just massacre on the comeback. So that's the deck, guys. And we are gonna do it with our new build, having some relics, and see how it goes. Extroverts, good. Bounce shenanigans is pretty good too, actually. Alright, extroverts great to have our... Honestly, extroverts kind of our backup win con in this deck, but your opening hand is great. And having at least one relic. Oh, Yum Yum getting put in the rods does kind of stink though. This one, I draw a card. That's fine. That works. Start bounce shenanigans next turn. We can catch up to a 10. 12, I mean. We do have 2 rods on board, which is nice. We've got the available punch, so if we do draw Yum Yum, we can board wipe. I wonder why he did that. I mean, he still won anyways, which is weird. There's the Yum Yum. That's really nice. I am going to hold on to the Yum Yum, I think. Board wiping now will put us pretty close to the same position, and that's not what I want. I want a heavy advantage on my board wipe. So, we're going to do you, bouncing you. We're going to play you. We're going to do you, bouncing you. Then we're going to play you, bouncing you. Okay, there it is. I was like, where's the trigger? Alright. All that shuffling and bouncing and shenanigans. Obviously not gonna win this one, but hopefully I can win the next one at least. And even if I can't win the next one, I can always just board wipe if I need to. It's kind of going to be in a pinch again, though. Because he's only got 10 permanents with 1 card in hand. About to be 2. So 12 max. So yeah, I'm just going to stall for another turn or 2, and then board wipe at the end of it. Or I could just throw down a ton. I could just throw down a ton and start winning 5 checks. Why not? Okay. No, we don't know. Win vibe checks. And then if he does manage to get his penguins bigger and is threatening win, then we'll board wipe. See, in this one, we're kind of treating extrovert as our primary and yum yum as our secondary. Most of the time with this deck, it's the opposite. You want to board wipe, get your extrovert back. But, given the circumstances we're in, we don't really need to worry about that. Alright, so right now we are threatening win. Only way they're going to get us is if they can tap down extrovert, that penguin that taps when it enters. Yeah, we got him. That's a win right there. GG. Alright, well, not a... Or I could board wipe. Okay, so I don't have the cards that give me advantage when I board wipe. The only thing I have on board that gives me advantage right now is that I keep one of the relics, which is very, very suboptimal play. But I'm gonna do it anyways, because I can. And this is against an AI, so I don't actually care about my rank. So we're gonna board wipe and keep this game going. Normally I'd want one of these out there, so I'd be drawing like 7 cards. But, you know what? Sometimes life isn't always about winning. Sometimes it's about just having some fun. Yeah, sure, why not? Play a bunch of relics. They don't give counters to anything because I don't have penguins. I'm about to get absolutely smacked because of that decision. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. One more yellow fudge. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, now you're putting... Yeah, okay, sure. Yeah, I'm about to get smashed because of that decision. Oh well, I had win. Maybe that's the real danger of this deck. I have too much fun with it, and so I wind up losing because I make dumb decisions. Oh boy. Are you serious? That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll definitely do that because I need something here. Otherwise, I'm just gonna get schooled. Okay, so I only get one penguin. That's a bummer, but at least you can play out your keys now. That's nice. See that plus that. Throw down another yum yum. That's 6-5. That sucks. I would have very much liked to have drawn that. Oh, sweet. Alright, so I know I have a yum yum on the bottom, I have a yum yum here, and I have a yum yum here. So there's only one more yum yum in 25 cards. Definitely not optimal. Check. tie. If they try to do any shenanigans, they're going to kill their thing, so even if they win, they're not going to win the round. I like props it now. Alright, so now an interesting scenario. They already have the Baron, and they're at 15, which means that it goes from a situation of you can tie to I cannot tie this round, I have to win this round, otherwise they're going to win the game. Or I have to, you know, knock out one of their guys and tie. That's, oh, because that 5 is 3. Oh, that's however, I should be able to win here. And get back and then just win the game because I'm at 16. So this should tell you guys, I mean, you throw in some yums and build your deck out right. Even if you make really, really stupid decisions and board wipe when you should not board wipe, you can still come back. Obviously this would be different if I was against a person in a meta deck, but still. Yellow starter deck, some modifications and yums, you're looking pretty good. Put that there. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's the yum combo. And just Pudge to make it happen. Yeah, that's a good starter right there. Got a turn 1, turn 2. Well, do you get more penguins out? Yeah, that's nice. And he's doing yellow starter. You know we're against an AI here. Yeah, I kind of don't want to play any of these. I guess I have 2 of them, I'll just do that. No, I can't do that anyways. I'm just dumb. Oh well. We know the yellow starters don't have their own yums. So as long as we board wipe before they get their penguin who doesn't mind saying goodbyes, we should be in the clear here. If they do get one, however, that would kind of suck for us. Because then they'll have the same advantage we do. If we can win this one, I doubt we will, but this yellow starter deck we might be able to. How can they play? Oh no, we already said, never mind, yeah, we had that. I'm done. There we go. Now I can drop the extrovert. That's nice. Yeah, so drop the extrovert. Next turn, penguin might bring +1, trampoline +1, play +1 again. Possibly get a penguin off the top. Or not trampoline, the zooms. So I can bounce. Yeah, I get one more. Yeah, I get one more bounce that way. What? Oh, this doesn't have fish cost 2 or less. No, that's a bar. Oh well. And let the bouncing shenanigans commence. Shenanigans? Let the bouncing shenanigans commence. That's the word I was looking for. Nice. We did get ours out first. Which is doing a really good thing. And we have not your keys, so we can just ice it if we really need to. Push comes to shove, but since ours is out first, they've only got 2 cards in hand. Yeah, I guess those and Glad Check could catch up. Yeah, they could catch up, honestly. So I guess we'll just hold our Just try to stay ahead as long as we can, and then we'll ice the penguin in a pinch if we need to. Sorry, Bob. I love the cucumbers. That's great. It's nice. No, we can't rot it anything here. Let's see what they do. At this point I wish I had one more yellow pudge, because I would actually like to board wipe. Even though we don't have our like crazy stuff that helps, I would draw 3 cards, and I would definitely get rid of more of his permanents. But I don't have the pudge for it, so let's see if we can find the pudge. Get some penguins in our hand. Oh yeah, that's great, because that gives me the ability to not only play Yum Yum, but then get more benefit off of Yum Yum because I can bring my extrovert right back. That's nice. So I can get to the point where I win, or I can have fun in Yum Yum. I'm gonna have fun. So we're gonna do you. And we're gonna pass. Yes, right here I could have popped this guy and this guy. I brought this up to a 16. And probably just straight up one. But I'm gonna do the shenanigans that we put Yum Yum in here for. So what you're about to see is board wipe. I'm gonna wind up, I already have more rods than him. He's gonna lose more penguins than me. I already have more cards in hand, but here's where the advantages start stacking up. So I'm gonna draw 1, 2, 3, 4 cards because of Penguin who doesn't mind divides. So my hand's gonna get bigger. Then with Lucky Penguin, I'm gonna be able to return Extrovert to the field, and so immediately start getting that advantage again. I don't have any potion, or not potion commotion. What's the yellow version of potion commotion? Feather Forecaster. I'll have Feather Forecaster in here. Maybe I'll put that in when I modify. If I did have those, then, you know, the relics that produce yellow pudge aren't affected by board wipes, because the board wipe ices all penguins. There is a board wipe that ices all relics, but I don't think anyone plays it, because relics just aren't super relevant in the meta right now. Anyways, I need to stop mumbling to myself so y'all can actually hear me. That's the whole point of having this lovely microphone here. Alright. Anywho. So, we got our extrovert back. We're at 10. Let's see if we can just win right now. Yep, that's good. So see, probably would have won either way. But I just love it when a deck does exactly what it's designed to do. So we'll go to 15. A little overkill, but hey, why not? And unless if they do something crazy, that's good. Yeah. GG. GG. Let's see if anyone hit me up on Discord. See if we can get a game with an actual person. No one replied, so anyways, let's jump into a match here. Come on, rock, rock. Not rock. I love my little rock star penguin. Alright, what are we looking at? I don't think I like any of this. I don't have extroverts. I don't really have anything worth bouncing. not enough punch to play that. That's great. Find Yum Yum. So yeah, hopefully we get 2 more Pudge Boys. Oh, perfect. That's great right there. Great Yum Yum payoff. Yum Yum payoff. Yum Yum payoff. Not a Yum Yum payoff, but does give me a turn 1 play to make, which I do like in this scenario. Not too worried about that. Could be worried about it. If they gets a big extrovert, or if they're running the green deck, maybe the multitude of ways they can get a huge penguin with that. But I'm kind of betting on Yum Yum, given that I've got the ability to get the top 5. That's. Maybe I should do the one that I can bounce a rod back to my hand, just for the sake of avoiding those moments where Yum Yum winds up in my rods and I cry. I don't know. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe not worth it. I don't know. I'm just gonna play some games and see how it goes. Probably play like 4 or 5 games tomorrow since it's the weekend. And then, to be honest, after that, just lock in the deck, because I need to start practicing with some more of my experimental stuff to get ready for Cincinnati. Side note, we'll be at SCG Con Cincinnati. If any of you guys are coming, feel free to swing by the Vibes booth. I will probably be there for the majority of the day. I do plan on playing. I think I'm going to play in a few of the Value Vintage events there as well for Magic, so probably won't be there all the time, but imagine a decent amount of the time. I don't really like hanging out with those guys anyways. The workers are cool, and obviously I love jamming games and playing with people that I like learn to play events and doing deck techs with people and stuff. So yeah, if you see me, hit me up. I'd love to jam a game. Shameless plug, I will also be running my rental service while there. So if you guys are not familiar, first off, I'm a strong proponent of playing the Learn to Play events, getting a yellow starter deck and modding it for your first big event, just because it kind of teaches you mechanics of the game. The yellow starter deck, as I'm playing right now, modified with Yum Yum. It teaches you a lot of cool game interactions, and honestly, you can do really well. Like I said, I've seen a lot of top 8s with this deck. Okay, so right now we're just going to hold until Yum Yum becomes worth it, because we're definitely going to make good headway with it. But yeah, strong proponent of doing that. That being said, if you are interested, let me see, let me go grab mine actually. If you are interested, I run a deck rental service where essentially, you know, for some of the meta decks, cards can be hard to find, and even if you do find them, they can be dummy expensive at times. And so the deck rental service that I have is you essentially pick your deck. There's a couple options online. There's the QR code if you want to scan it. Hopefully it comes through. If not, I think there's also, there'll be links. You can message me and whatnot. But the idea is that you can either pick a pre-made deck. Currently the 3 pre-mades I have are going to be the Bizbunk deck, the one that won Worlds, a Bellyacre deck that won SCG Richmond, and then actually the deck I'm working on right now. Once I finalize this deck list, I'm going to be putting that into a deck box. That'll be more of like an intro one for people who just started playing. I can have a feel for it, but don't really feel like putting up the money to buy a bunch of the like little pieces and Yum Yums and stuff. And so yeah, you pay a small fee, and then get a pre-made deck, or have the option of paying a rental fee and customizing your own deck. You can quite literally fully customize the deck to your specifications. It'll be essentially any deck any card in the game. I have a playset of everything at this point, and you can just build your own deck. Like if you're new and you just want to try something crazy, we'll build that out. The fee structure is all of your commons are free. All of your uncommons, I think, are like 50 cents. I forget exactly how it all breaks down. It's listed on the website. But yeah, like you can do that. And honestly, like if you guys follow the channel and you're watching this right now, literally just come up to me and ask, hey, could I borrow like 3 of these for the day? I will happily give you cards and pieces you need. The fees and stuff is just for randos that I meet that just want a whole deck to play and they want to keep it for like the whole weekend event or something. But if you guys want to borrow cards for a day or pieces or shoot, even if it's just the Yum Yum deck, if no one else pays to rent it, I'll just give it to someone to be able to play, because it's literally the yellow star deck with some commons and uncommons. I think the only rares in this that are modified are the Yum Yums. So yeah, happy to do that. But yeah, like I said, if you do come to SCG Cincinnati, definitely hit me up. Now that Shameless Plug's over, we're gonna pass. They're showing lethal, so we're gonna board wipe here. I already got 2 luckies, so I don't need a third. No point of doing this shenanigans without the extra word out, so yeah, we're just gonna board wipe here. Draw our cards. I think we draw 4. Yeah, is that? Well, we got ice to -1 because Penguin doesn't mind saying goodbye. This does not count himself. And then, yep, I get you for the first lucky, you for the second lucky. Yep, okay, that's a bummer. That should have triggered. Oh no, it did trigger because I saw the potion, but it wasn't. Yeah, okay, we're good. No vibe. Sure, why not? Doesn't matter to me. Vibe check. It's a vibe. Alright, and then yeah, we can do all kinds of stuff now. So we're gonna do you, and then we're gonna ride you, and then we're gonna bounce you. Oh, I should have kept the other one because I could have done that. Oh, from that, yep. Grow it, yep. Do it again, grow it. The balloon penguin? No, classic. Okay. Still one thing I'm not a super fan of this one because it doesn't get the relics. I think the relics are definitely good and helpful in this deck, but those two don't jive well together. So, but yeah, what can you do? I guess more there for like the small incremental value, and just have a 2-cost yellow punch available. Really, perfect. It's a vibe. Alright, time to do some more bouncing shenanigans. Oh, yeah, that's nice right there. Alright, so what we'll do is we will face up, bounce you, play you. Yeah, I got plenty of fish I can do with. Play you. Yep. That's a bummer. Alright, we've already got game at this point. There's likely very little this guy's gonna be able to do this sequence. Oh yeah, I did about that. Okay, I gotta remember this. How many times I've played rods when I play in real life, because the computer keeps track of me. IRL, a little bit harder to remember. And that's game, baby. Oh boy, it's happening. It's happening. So I literally just ended the stream, and a guy messaged me. He's actually a competitive player, and he wants to have a match, friendly match. So I'm probably gonna get trolled in this game, but I want to see how my deck does. So. That to him so you can have the game code. Sweet. We actually gonna play a player, and this guy's good, I think. Was he second place? I have to look. I think he was either second or first place at SCG. I don't know which one was it. It was one of the SCGs. I think he made second place at one of the SCGs. He might have actually been first place. I know that there was a guy that made first place at an SCG that he helped build his deck. And then the guy subsequently beat him with the deck that he had helped build, which was like wild to watch. Anyways. Yes, let's go. Alright. I'm actually gonna have to think during this game, because like I said, this guy knows what he's doing. Hey, I got rock though. That's a good way to start the day. Even though I lost the match, I got rock. It's the moral. Okay. So we've got the backup win, the turn 2 play, turn 2, 3. So, yeah, I don't like it, but I think I'm going to go with it. Oh, am I actually about to run an extrovert here? Maybe. Interesting. I'm very not familiar with the meta right now. Okay. Yeah, I genuinely, just with this opening, I have absolutely no clue what deck he's playing. I don't know any meta decks that play a Little Frosty. Maybe he's not playing a meta deck. Maybe he's just like, I'm gonna have fun with this. It's entirely possible. I think I just rod here. Do I just rod and pass? Yeah, I guess so. Gonna need that yummy quick if he's playing this kind of aggressive start, though. It's alright, I'm drawing cards, hopefully I draw into it, or something else they can give me. So I only need one to make the combo work, so I'm gonna do you and... Blue. What is blue? Blue's the mill, right? You mill out your opponent. You kind of manipulate their ice. Yes. What? Okay, sure. If we do this one, and we threaten him with getting our guy bigger in the hopes that he tries to do something and then we board wipe eventually. Maybe. Is that the game plan here? I don't know. There's got to be a Coliseum build, right? Like aggro start, low cost, green mega penguin. Yeah, this is probably Coliseum, which is literally our worst nightmare because we do not have anything against Coliseum. So he's at Coliseum is what, 9? So he's at 7. So in 2 turns he can drop a Col. Next turn he can drop a Coliseum because he's going to win this 5 check. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks so much. What can we do now? Well, chat, like I said, serious weakness of this deck is going to be Coliseum, which we're probably going to see here. I'm going to get 2 Yum-Yums on time. I'm going to put 2 Yum-Yums on the bottom of my deck because that's what always happens when I play this card. Okay, 1 Yum-Yum. I only got no benefit off of it, and I lost my Yum-Yum though. Sucks. Alright. 39 cards, 3 Yum-Yums left. 3 on the bottom, so it's 36 cards and 3 Yum-Yums. So what, a 1 in 11 shot of drawing it? Golly. Coliseum? Coliseum. Oh, come on. That's rough. Well, at least Extrovert can go crazy here. Choose you. Oh, I should have done the red ones. We didn't have red pudge available. Oh well. Double green mega penguin, that seems kind of redundant, but okay, sure. This would be nice. Do that, get him back. That'll stay. I wish I didn't like the thighs though, because that would have been glorious. Oh well. So I got rid of 2 of his biggins. It's actually holding up pretty well against Coliseum. It's holding up a lot better than I thought it would. gonna have the pudge to play that. But if I did, that would be nice. I guess it really wouldn't, because it wouldn't do anything on his board right now. I can just pop Dima in my deck in case I hit a Coliseum. It's a decent spot, but are you about to ice your own Coliseum? That'd be an interesting play. I'd kind of dig that, honestly. Because then you can play something from your hand. Presumably kill my extrovert. Interesting. It's rough. Can't play it though because I'd bounce my extrovert to my hand. He'd win vibe check, and that would be game. Okay, yeah. So all I need is a 4 pudge. Alright, let's jump right into the changes we made. I was literally up all night getting stuff ready for SCG Con. My desk is covered in cards. My floor just has stacks of different cards and books and all kinds of stuff going on here. But anyways, so I was up last night, and here's some of the changes I made. So yesterday and the day before, we kind of did, you know, we've been phasing out Inquisitive Penguin, Prepare for a Wild Night. We're kind of looking for more yum-yums. And then I think in my initial yum-yum build that I showed you guys before, I had the... Oh, what's the one with the penguin who's like stirring up a pot of soup? Is it just pot stirring penguin? Hold on. Let's look into that, because I don't remember. Basic, yeah. It's this guy. Yeah, pot stirring penguin. So I actually removed him from the final deck build. So this is what I came up with my hours of sleeplessness. You'll see that I completely removed the Inquisitive Penguins. I did reduce Trampoline Rods to 3, but I did put in 3 Bounce House Rods, because that was one of the problems that we kept running into. Our Yum Yums, when we did start winning vibe checks, if we chose to go that route, with our backup win con early, and we started winning vibe checks, our yum-yums would be put in our rods, and then they're useless to us. We can't draw them anymore. And so this was just a way to get those back. I also put in Dima the Destroyer, because the biggest Achilles heel of our deck is Colosseum. And so this just kind of mitigates that. You can either top deck it against Colosseum and then get rid of it, or you just play it in the early game as kind of like a, hey, don't play Colosseum, I'm going to ice it. Obviously, you kind of have to be careful, because if you yum-yum your Dima, you're not getting the card draw because it's not yellow. It doesn't produce yellow Pudge, so it's literally just in there as like an anti-Colosseum. You can also use it, I guess, against Fuji. If they figure out what you're doing and they name Penguin who doesn't mind saying goodbyes with Fuji, you can get rid of Fuji that way. So, you know, it's got a few edge cases, but that's really why it's in there, is for Colosseum. I do think there is one more thing I want to do here. So I had, in my yesterday's build, I had Prepare for a Wild Night. I had 2 of them. I think I'm going to do... I think I actually want to switch this out. At least 2 of them for that. Because I really want to be able to consistently get yum-yum. Really good for getting more penguins to get this going after a board wipe, or just kind of early game, just to build up, you know, the yellow pieces that I want. And that's what I want. And that's what I want for the pre-yum-yum hit. It doesn't grab these. I do want these 2, but it will not grab those because they're not penguins. So yeah, with the increase, because I did increase the amount of trampoline rods, that's not yellow, so yeah, there's a substantial amount that this won't hit anymore, so this is going to fizzle a lot more. And so yeah, because of that, I think I want to get rid of them. So yeah, let's do some modding on this right now. So we're just going to get rid of check the yellow pages. We're going to do prepare for the night. Prepare for a while. What is it called again? Prepare for something. Be prepared. Good song. Well. So the question is, do I have enough action cards? Do I have enough action cards? Because I'm literally just looking for yum-yum. Also get naughty keys, so target removal or board wipe. So decent, not a lot of them. I guess they could also get themselves though. So yeah. So we got full 5 of them, or 4 of them though. That is good for the deck in general, but there's just less it hits now because of the changes I made. I just do something crazy. Yeah, I'll switch it up. Shuffle the deck. It's great to get a second lucky penguin, a second penguin who doesn't mind goodbyes. It can be very easily blown out though. Then again, could be used defensively. I keep it in my hand, wait for them to target one of my penguins, go get another one before. Actually, I kind of like that. Alright, I think this is it. I think this is what we're going to stick with. I'm going to play a few rounds against AI, just kind of see how the deck feels. Maybe at some point today, we'll be able to jump on and get an actual game with a person. Hopefully that can happen. And if so, we can do a little more testing. But yeah, I think I feel good about this. Rock again, that's 3 times. 3 times in a row I've gotten rock today. Unfortunately, the other ones weren't being recorded, so yeah. I guess one of them was recorded. I just want to have to scrap it. This is fantastic. I mean, Glass Act, Lucky Penguin to get back extrovert. That's a great start. Penguin is going to be back to no yum, which kind of sucks. We're just going to get rid of these. Just because I have everything else that I want for this setup. And I want to dig a little deeper for yum-yums if I can. But that was a great starting hand. I would not have mind just kept keeping that one straight up anyways. Yeah. Action time. I will say, the one bad thing about working on all this stuff overnight is I have created a whopping appetite. Maybe like, what do I want for breakfast? Maybe omelet. Ooh, that sounds good. Big ol' omelet. Wait, what? I missed a rod drop. I hit pass at some point. I shouldn't have, because they should not have 4 and I only have 1. Oopsies. Alright, well, time to see how this deck holds up when the guy running it makes dumb mistakes. That's fine. Not too big of a deal. As long as we can get Extrovert Penguin out pretty quick, we can definitely outrace a green deck. If not, you just kind of have to try to dig for the yum-yums, really. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was dumb. Well, I always forget that it's not optional. Not a penguin in my house. It is a penguin, which includes their house. Alright, 2 lucky penguins. That's awesome. An extrovert that I can bring back. That's great. Bounce shenanigans for when it happens. I'm probably not going to do you. They could get a big one, but honestly, with the bounce shenanigans I have, I think I'm just going to get bigger. I probably won't even need to play Yum Yum, I don't think. Unless if they do something where they drop like the 10 and then they can buff it by 6. They are approaching... Yeah, they've got 12 permanents, so they're getting threatening. But, I guess that'll get them 210. Yeah, I guess that could be problematic. But since they're only at 13 at the moment, I should be alright. Just to do a bunch of bouncing shenanigans. Make it 10. So we tie, or he could make it win, but then ice that. X. Oh, why would you do that? I win and that's gonna get iced now. Huh. Seems like an odd way to play that, but I guess that's AI for you. Okay, not optimal, but at least you got something out of it. Hey, there's Yum Yum anyways. Love to see it. Alright, so at this point, I honestly don't think we care about Yum Yum. Like, we don't need it here. We can just use our extrovert penguin. So, yeah, we're just gonna build up Extrovert Penguin, and if they do some crazy shenanigans and can keep up, then we'll board wipe, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't think green has anything that they can do that, at least not consistently. I know they got the one that can, like, what, double a penguin's pudge? Or double a penguin's vibe per turn, but that's temporary. And then obviously they've got, like, counters and stuff, but I don't think they can grow theirs faster than mine at this point, so should just be a win here. Ooh, yum yum. That does hurt. One half looks a yum yum. I can also flip a yum yum too, which I don't like either of that happening. However, balance. Balance. Got 15, but I got paid 25, so yeah, I'm not gonna play the Yum Yum on this one. Maybe the next game I will, just because this game is goated. I think the problem is it's starting to catch on too. I've seen a bunch of people who are like big in the community and, you know, run like actual meta decks and stuff. I've seen them not only use Yum Yum, but build like relic-based decks that kind of circumnavigate Yum Yum, so I'm not sure how viable this deck is going to be in the current meta. I do think you'll probably see one at least in the top 16, if not in the top 8 of the upcoming SCG, just because there seems to always be one that makes it top 8. Yeah, deck runs fast. Packs a punch if you throw in the Yum Yums just from a starter deck. Obviously, we've modded ours pretty substantially from a starter deck, but the basic principle of Extrovert Penguin is there, and then the Penguin who doesn't mind goodbyes not only hedges against Yum Yum, but also if they target something on board, you know, you can draw extra cards, so it's definitely solid. Yeah, I don't see anyone that's made a post, so I guess we'll just play one more round against an AI and then probably call it a day. Like I said, I might jump on later. I don't know if I'll stream or just play casually. Might jump on someone else's stream at some point. We'll see. Rock again, let's go. I think it's my 4th time getting rocked today. That's how you know it's gonna be a good day, good weekend. Against a starter deck, I already know that, so I'm not really gonna care about these guys. Don't really care about you if I don't see the extrovert. Even if I do see the extrovert, honestly, I don't really care that much. You just get the next thing. You're great if Yum Yum's active. We're gonna just do the whole hand. We want Yum Yums. No Yum Yums. Bummer. Alrighty. Again, not super worried about single targets, so we'll just do that and pass. So what is this deck susceptible to? It's susceptible to Colosseum, hence the Demon of the Destroyers. It is moderately susceptible to Popcorn. A little caveat there. If your opponent does have Popcorn, you can obviously take down a lot of the smaller things. It probably won't be able to take out your Extrovert, just because that gets buffed before the action step, which is when Popcorn triggers. So not super worried about that. That being said, the difficult thing that you have with Popcorn is it creates this scenario where if you don't have enough Pudge to play Yum Yum, it can be in your hand, you just can't do anything with it. And so if Yum Yum keeps taking out your lower stuff. And so the only really hedge against that is if you're against a deck and you recognize early on, hey, they're definitely playing Yum Yum. Like, especially if they drop Inspiring Story, and you see red and purple going on, and you're like, okay, this is the red-purple mid-range deck, then you probably want to hold back a lot of the cheap cards in your hand, because you want to be able to have the Yum Yum Ice itself would be great, best case, and then worst case, you want to be able to play, hopefully, it would be really difficult to pull off, but play in such a way where, you know, maybe you have 5 permanents on board, they put down a popcorn, and over the next 2 turns you just let 2 of them die, but you're holding in your hand a bunch of cheap cards so that you can play 3 at once. 2 died, you still got 3, you play 3. One of them gets iced by popcorn, but you still have 5 yellow pudge, so that you can still get that Yum Yum out. In theory. Obviously we need to get some more games in to test all this stuff against the current meta. But yeah, Popcorn and Coliseum are probably the 2 weakest things. I guess if they're running some sort of counterspell, you know, that kind of stinks against Yum Yum, but honestly, I don't see a lot of people running counterspells in meta decks right now. It's just not the same as Magic, which in my opinion is a good thing in a lot of cases. I think we're going to go Extrovert build as primary, because they do not have Extrovert yet, and so we can easily outrun them. And then obviously we have 2 Yum Yums, so we'll do Extrovert, but then we'll also be building up our secondary stuff. And, you know, board wipe if we need to. I think we're going to be alright, though, because that's a good start. Oh! That's... yeah, that's actually problematic for a board wipe, because now they have 1 too, which means they would benefit as well as us. And generally, we want to benefit a lot more than our opponents when we board wipe. Because if you guys both benefit the same way, then it's like, well, why play the board wipe? You're supposed to get advantage from it. So we are probably going to build Extrovert, since they have the Penguin that doesn't mind saying goodbyes, but they don't have an Extrovert on board yet. We should just be able to outpace them with this. Yeah, especially if they're playing the, well, it's an AI, so they don't know any better, I guess, but with the kind of bounce shenanigans we're about to have going on here, we should be able to pretty darn easily outpace them. Probably not board wiping, but I do want to keep that around just in case. I don't need 2 of these, so we'll just let the shenanigans commence. And I still have 2 left over that I don't really need. So yeah, we'll do that. There's a chance of getting another one that I can play. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, I'm not gonna cry. But yeah, should pretty easily be able to outpace him here. And I guess if push absolutely comes to shove, then we can board wipe. They are showing lethal if they win, so it's like, if it comes down to them winning, then it's like, alright, yeah, we will definitely adjust our plan accordingly. Don't think it'll be a problem, though. Oh, wow, that's nice right there. You see that right there? That's nice right there. I wonder what the current record is for the most vibe one Penguin's had. In theory, like, there's gonna be a mathematical cap to it, right? Because even if you were in a game with someone who was, like, say you were in a game with a friend and you were both like letting back and forth happen to intentionally get penguins bigger. Well, no, I guess it's really not. I was thinking because, you know, whoever's winning would get to 15 eventually just from the rod stacking up, but theoretically you could have 2 decks and just tie the whole time and just keep going up. As long as you were tying, it'd be a really specific set of cards and hands you'd have to pull off. But yeah, you could, what would be the easiest way to do that? I guess it would be a green Mega Penguin against a green Mega Penguin and just constantly passing. Because at that point, you're just going to deck yourself. And then on the last turn before you run out of cards, you take that green Mega Penguin and you just chunk a bunch of the doublers, the green doublers on it. That would be a fun exercise. Maybe we'll do that at some point. See if we can figure out the exact sequence for the most possible vibe card. Oh, that's actually a really interesting contest if we like posted that. Maybe we could do like a prize event or something. I'll get one of my not hollow foil. What are the fancy ones called? The Arctic foil. I could get one of my nice Arctic foils up, and put out a survey, I guess, and just be like, hey, guess, you know, figure out what you think the highest possible vibes is. I guess I'd have to verify my numbers with the Orange Cap team. I'm gonna write that down. Actually, that'd be a lot of fun to do. Drop a comment if you want to see that happen. And if you do drop a comment, I will reply to that comment when it does happen so that you're in the loop. Alright, oh, yeah, there's nothing that we able to do. And if they try to do something, then we will just board wipe, and it won't matter too much. You feel me? Yeah, 16 with 22, I'd say let's get. Oh, the yellows starter deck come with, got your keys already in it. That's something that I added. I think it's good. That wasn't it. Alright, guys. Do I board wipe for the lulz? What would they get? They would get 1, 2, 3. Skip 4, 5, 6 cards to their hand. I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards to my hand. But 1 permit would stay. I don't care. We'll just get this game over with. It's almost 7 anyways, and I need to eat some food. Some food in my belly. GG's, GG's. Well, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Kind of a bummer that we weren't able to get a person on here. Hopefully we'll be able to at some point. Actually, tell you what. While I talk through the outro, if we can get a player, then we will go ahead and play one more match. But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you guys are watching live, I will be here again on Monday at 6 a.m. streaming every day, 6 a.m. except for Sundays, because I do like to sleep in. If you're watching in the future, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment, like I said. If I end up doing this this little contest thing here, it'd be pretty cool, and I'd love to have as many people involved as I can. If you are, oh hey, we got a game. Okay, well, jumping into that in a minute. Hopefully this is a person and not a bot. Alright, if it is a person, then I actually need to think this through here, though. Like the Pudge. Honestly, this is pretty good, because that gives me a turn 2, a turn 3. Gets him back if I board wipe, can play this to get more stuff. I'm just going to keep that, and we're going to see how it plays out. I don't recognize this guy's username. We already have a Yum. I'm not too worried about bounce shenanigans, so that's fine. As a rod, yeah, that's fine. I'm looking at this guy's name, so maybe it is a bot. Yeah, Orange Cap has got to figure out. Oh, it's not a bot. Okay, great. I was about to say, we're the ones that when it is a bot, Orange Cap has got to figure out a way to get rid of the bots or build their own bots that actually run with like, decent AIs. I mean, even the AI that runs the Green Star deck and the Yellow Star, they're not bad. I mean, Yellow Star deck plays things out of sequence a lot, but if they could just get decks that are like good decks and give them to an AI bot and then let those bots just run around for like random things like this when there's not people online, that would be decent. At least until there's enough people that are consistently online where like Arena, like rarely do I have to wait more than a minute or two on Arena to get a match. And that's on like the weird like formats that are like going on, like the Pioneer event that is always happening, but not as many people are playing that than like standard, for instance. So on standard, a couple seconds most of the time you have a game. Hopefully Vibes gets to that point soon, but until then, yeah, hopefully Orange Cap can kind of mitigate the bad bots and maybe even make some good bots to play against when there's not a lot of people on. Okay. So I'm assuming this is Bellyacre. Yeah, I'm assuming this is Bellyacre Toolbox, if they're playing that. Which is decent. I think our deck does pretty good against Bellyacre. Gosh, I do like that. But I can also do it. Pinch. I don't really care about winning 5 check here. I don't care about 5 check, so we're gonna do this. See if we can get the pudge we need, because that's what we do care about to get Yum Yum live at least. We probably won't play it yet. Save that for more of the end game scenario. Okay, so he's not really running a check either. Wow, that's a bummer. Also, we're playing the wrong deck right now, aren't we? Yeah, because I switched game modes, so it still has me from my yellow starter deck from yesterday, which is why that penguin was in there. Ooh, if we're not playing the new one, Yum Yum, that means we're not going to be able to do anything against Coliseum. I don't think he's Coliseum though. He looks like Bellyacre. Would definitely be my guess here. Can I Hallage now? I mean, yeah, to get Yum Yum online. There's really no point in getting Yum Yum online because I can't win drive check. And I don't want to do Yum Yum yet, so I'm actually just going to keep these in my hand. They really serve the purpose of extrovert, but we're not going to be extroverting here for a minute. So let's see what this guy does. He can, he has the option to either win vibe check or lose vibe check. It looks like he's going to opt for losing it, maybe? Yeah, he's going to opt for losing vibe checks. Alright, well, my rods are going to go up, which I don't really need right now. But, hey, Penguin who doesn't mind goodbyes is a 6 fish cost. So, rare thing isn't too bad. Also, I just registered. Okay, because it specifically says choose an unflopped. I was wondering about the second one in that sequence he did broke. Okay, double Yum Yum, great. Well, right now we're not too much at an advantage with our Yum Yums. Because if we were to, it would be down to 4 on field, 5 in hand. Well, now 4 in hand, 5 in field. And we'd be in essentially the same boat. Obviously, this guy would survive, and then this guy would bring this guy back. So we would be at advantage if we did Yum Yum right now. Well, actually, no, we wouldn't, because these two would have to go down to get Yum Yum alone. So yeah, it's just not worth Yum Yumming at this juncture. Maybe this is Bellyaker. Maybe this is some sort of like red mid-range deck. If that's the case, maybe I should go white, because if he puts down a popcorn, well, no, he'd need a popcorn and inspiring stories. But if he did both of those in one turn, he'd kill off my penguins before I had the chance to pay for the yellow. Yum Yum. It's interesting dilemma. Golly, I have so many Yum Yums too. Is it worth it? Okay. I dropped 2, which has him at 5 and 5. It would have me at 6 and 3. So I would be down by 2 in that scenario, because everything is tied right now. I'd be down 2, but then that would stay, and then that would bring him back. So essentially, we would be it'd be perfectly balanced, with the only caveat being that I could get another one off of him. But I don't really care that much, so I think I'm just going to let it pass and keep the slow game going here. Was it send out a message on Twitch? Oh, no, just a badge or whatever. Okay, so that's definitely a bummer. Because that circumnavigates Yum Yum. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. That's fine. Do your thing, man. Do your thing. I don't understand how that sequence didn't break it. Maybe I need to look into that. There it is. That's what I need to make it worth my while. Two board wipe. Now if he plays a popcorn here, he could get that iced. Bashful. Interesting. Peace out. Interesting. Alright. He's definitely going to be hurting a lot more after this than I will. So we are going to use it now. Especially before he starts icing our stuff. He did it. He canceled the action. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, now he's gonna ice a bunch of my stuff. Ooh, this hurts. This hurts a lot. Ooh, yep. I did not see that coming. I don't... Huh. So is this a fringe deck, or is that in meta now? That's interesting. Well, it's not... I mean, just the fact that these are in here, I can't... He was at 15. Who's that? Yeah, wow, I messed that one up. I didn't even realize that. I was just like, oh yeah, of course I board wipe and troll him, but that's crazy. Huh. I'm intrigued by this deck now. Because it's... At first it seemed like Bellyacre, but then I was like, no, that seems like red mid-range. Red-purple mid-range, but then there was blue in there too. Is it like mid-range control? Is that a thing? Intriguing. Let me see. It's posted a deck list on some of this recently. Deck chat.
Hey guys, if you're watching this in the now, then thanks for hanging out with me today. Feel free to join me tomorrow, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time every day, except for Sundays, because I like to sleep in. If you're watching this in the future, please like and subscribe. Comment down below your favorite part of the video. If you saw any mistakes that I made, let me know. Redo. Hey guys, if you're watching in the now, then thanks for hanging out with me today. If you're watching in the future, then be sure to subscribe and like the video and comment down below. If you are watching presently or would like to join me in real time, I will be streaming every day, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time, except Sundays, because I like to sleep in. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel for weekly content, recap videos, and feel free to let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in the future. Thanks guys, bye.